Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you a quick movie review. This time we're going to be talking about Countdown. It's a WWE Studios film that was just released on direct-to-video, Blu-ray, DVD, stuff like that. Of course, I'm a, kind of a lifelong WWE fan, really. I'm not really watching it too much now, but, I still do like some of the wrestlers, some of the talent there. But why I decided to check out and actually buy this movie is because not only does it star Dolph Ziggler, Kane being actually my favorite wrestler of all time personally, but also Katharine Isabelle right there. And Katharine Isabelle is just probably still my favorite actress of all time. I just love her work in the horror genre. She's done some great dramas and thrillers too. I just, follow her and I collect a lot of her movies. So of course I had to buy this one that she's involved in, that she had coming out. The cover is pretty nice, isn't it? You can get a little look at it there. But yeah, so WWE Studios movies. They're not the best. We all kind of know that. I've seen a few that are good or decent. So let me check something out real quick. So really, I probably wouldn't have bought this if it wasn't for Katharine Isabelle being in the movie, to be completely honest. But, so the only, WWE Studios movies I've seen that I've actually, really liked are the See No Evil films, especially the second one, but the first one was okay. And also No One Lives with Luke Evans. I actually really like that one. Reviews to all three of those movies are on my channel. I've done previously. But other movies that they've done typically are just really straightforward and really predictable. And this one, it's not really an exception, unfortunately. The story, it's very, like I said, predictable. It's very by the books. But before I start talking more about it, I should probably, let you know what it's about. I'll just read it off the case here. WWE superstars Dolph Ziggler and Kane lead the action in this electrifying thriller, written by John Stockwell and written by Richard Wenk. When a madman kidnaps a young boy and rigs him with explosives, Ray Dolph Ziggler, haunted by the loss of his young son, defies his Captain Kane and takes matters into his own hands. Now he must beat the clock to stop a psychopath and save an innocent child. Featuring cameos by WWE superstar Rusev and WWE diva Lana, Countdown is the first ever WWE Studios film to shoot and include live event footage. Which I thought was pretty cool. Being a fan, it was kind of cool to see him actually having to go to an arena while an event was going on, and showing guys walking to the ring once in a while, like Brock Lesnar and the New Day and Lucha Dragon, stuff like that. I don't really like many of those guys too much. Lesnar's good, and I like Lucha Dragon to a degree, but it was still kind of cool. I had the live footage aspect while they were there, and it was kind of funny seeing Rusev trying to stop Ziggler, questioning if he's actually a cop, and Ziggler super kicks him. And so, like I said, it is by the books. It's them racing to save this kid who's been kidnapped and has a bomb strapped to him and stuff. It's pretty straightforward. And there is a good scene towards the beginning where Ziggler's character Ray, he goes to his house. He's also split from his wife. She had wanted someone else. After he just buried himself in his work after what happened to their son. And basically, their son basically got hit by a car. He talked about it a little bit. But the scene that was pretty good was, I said when he goes back to the house and he's sort of reading the story he'd read to his son over again in his room. And, that scene did kind of work. I like the music that went along with that. But as far as the rest of the acting goes, it was just really just there, Ziggler, he does okay. He's not bad. He's not great. Really anyone could have been in any of these roles. But, Ziggler's serviceable and the fact that he's, the generic, tough guy of the movie and stuff that, can beat up everyone. So he does a fine job, on par with other WWE superstars acting. Kane in this movie, I actually liked him. I've seen him do a little bit more diverse roles in this one. With being Jacob Goodnight and stuff. So I like seeing him in this one as the captain, and seeing him and Ziggler's back and forth is kind of fun sometimes. How Kane is kind of willing to let things slide. He sort of understands Ziggler a little bit, but then he sort of has to go after him as it goes along, as he gets more and more loose and kamikaze off the rails and stuff. But then Ziggler ends up slugging a guy at the end that kept on giving him shit throughout the whole movie, and Kane says he didn't say anything. So I did like Kane's timing in this movie. Glenn Jacobs, of course, and then Katharine Isabelle, the main reason I watched this movie and bought it. She's good in this movie. She's Julia Baker. She's at first the one sort of suspending Ziggler and the one that's planning on terminating him, but eventually she comes around to his cause and sort of like sees his perspective and sort of like joins him and actually goes against the people who are trying to stop him, from pursuing this case and stuff. So I liked her role in the movie. She got through a few punches too, and she had the attitude about her, like Katharine Isabelle always does, the personality. That's how I liked her. I really like seeing Katie Isabelle in this movie. She was good, as she always is. And the action was cool too. Typical to what we'd expect, but there was a cool car chase sequence in sort of like a construction area that I thought was actually pretty cool. So there's that, and of course the ending. It's what you'd expect. They do save the boy. That Ray or Ziggler manages to disarm the bomb, and like I said, it's totally about the moment where Kane lets him slug the asshole who's been pestering him the whole movie. And they just he's obviously not gonna. He's absolutely being let back into the force and stuff. So that's just where it ends. It's just him triumphantly walking off, and then it goes to the credits. But what did I really expect? I expected just a regular, normal, no surprises ending like that. But again, it's very straightforward, very simple. We've seen this 1,000 times before, this type of thing. But at the same time, it wasn't badly done necessarily. It's just what it is. What it's always been with this type of stuff, really. So yeah, those are really my only thoughts on the movie. I did like watching it. It wasn't boring necessarily. It's just not really interesting either, to be honest. But Ziggler, like I said, he was okay. He probably could have been. The role probably could have been played by anyone though. Kane was cool. I like him. I have an extra attachment to him, so I always kind of enjoy his presence and his performances. Like I say, Kane's my favorite wrestler of all time, so I'm probably gonna be a little more lenient on what he does. But he was good in the movie, and Katharine Isabelle, she's always good in anything, so I really like seeing her in this. Like I said, the action was cool in parts, although nothing we haven't seen before again. And yeah. So those are my thoughts on the movie. Let me know if you guys checked it out. Again, not really above average, just okay. Just kind of fits in with everything else in the genre. Not even my favorite WWE Studios film. My favorite one's probably No One Lives, with See No Evil 2 followed closely behind that. So yeah. Anyway, it's almost 2:30 in the morning again here, so I'll catch you guys next time. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and look for unspoileddead.com. Catch you guys next time. And peace.